we have a chair here, and I'm going to show you. This is the back splat. This is actually the splat. This is the entire back of a really nice reproduction Chippendale chair, sort of like in the Samuel McIntyre carving vein. Okay, and it's, you know, like, okay, great, where's the rest of the chair, right? Well, the chair is actually over here. And we're doing the upholstery job, so that's why the seat is missing. But the entire chair is loose beyond this catastrophic type of break. So we have to take all that out in order to fix the chair. And I don't know if you can see down here where it has been fixed before, but see where the stretchers are coming apart? That's kind of an integral part of the chair. So we have to take all the upholstery off so we can actually get this chair apart. And then the last thing is to actually get this all back together, which
That seems impossible.
well, that's what we hope you say, you know, but I guess if you have the eye for it, what I tell people is when they look at something, they have to kind of open their mind a little bit, because when they bring it to me, I can already see it fixed, and they look at it as a disaster. And in some regards, it is a bit of a disaster.
So lots of glue, lots of...
Well, you can see where it's been fixed before.
Yep.
And when people fix things prior to them coming to me, it's generally twice as expensive to do, because I have to unfix what they thought they fixed. Now, the customer didn't do this. We don't know who did it. But when it's all back together, it's still going to look kind of yucky. But the chairs are going to be refinished. Everything that's been repaired will hide within that process.
What else are you working on back here?
Well, a little bit of everything. The upholstery job for this, you know, we have a bed in, which is a nice reproduction pineapple topped bed done in mahogany. It's probably typical 40s furniture. If you look at 40s mahogany, it's always very dark, almost blackish. But what's nice about 40s furniture is generally made with solid wood. Everything on here is mahogany, except for this bottom stretcher, which is poplar, which is fine. So the color always comes out nice. So instead of getting that really dark, indistinguishable color, you can actually see the grain in the wood, and it's so much warmer. Now this is in the middle stage. It's been sealed, but it needs to be worked and then finished.
What else is back here?
What else do we have? Another 40s piece, but what's unique about this is the two front legs were severely broken. Now you can't see it right here, but if you look underneath, you can see where I had to patch in a piece of wood and then reshape that. Granted, it's the back and nobody's going to see it, but because of the shape of this leg is so thin, it needs to be solid again or it's going to be weak. And we had to do the same thing over here, which was a much bigger piece and it actually involved a lot more carving to get it to match.
What do you love about getting so intimate with furniture?
What do I love about it?
I mean, because you are a detail guy.
I am, yeah. It's funny. We tell people it doesn't matter if it's actually worth $1 million or not, that it's going to get the same attention as everything else. Because if it's not done right, it's coming back. You know, and I don't want that. And
biggest challenge you've ever had with furniture?
Severe breaks like that chair. I mean, it's. I guess it's easy for me because I've done it so many times, and I can visualize it ahead of time. I think that's the key. If you can't visualize something, how can you fix it, you know? And I know what I'm going to do every step, and I know what it's going to look like at the end, and I know it's going to be beautiful. Now, sometimes I get things in, and I look at it, I go, oh gosh, I don't know if I can really do anything with that. So I guess things that I haven't done before or I'm leery about are the biggest challenges. Other things that people think are complicated don't seem that complicated to me. Maybe the best answer is what's the biggest reward, and the biggest reward is when people look at it and say, wow, it looks really great, you know, and that's what you want.